In today's video, we are going to recreate this 3D composition in Davinci Resolve. Okay, right here I have the assets already imported into our Davinci. You can download these assets in the description down below. There will be a link to downloading them so you can follow along with our tutorial. Right here I already have a clip of the exact animation that we are going to recreate. And just if anyone is wondering, this is the configuration for our timeline, so vertical resolution in 25 frames per second. Okay, so let's go to our effects tab right here and let's get our fusion composition in like this, and let's bring it now to be the same length as our clip. Let's jump right into fusion. Okay, now that we are in fusion, let's set up our scene. First, we are just gonna connect this background like this. Then we are gonna set up our 3D scene. So for that, we are gonna need a merge 3D, camera 3D, and a render 3D. So let's connect our render 3D right here, and let's go to our render 3D. Now that we are in our render 3D, if you have a good graphics card, you can change the render type right here to hardware renderer. Next thing that we are gonna do is go right here to settings and enable motion blur. So now whenever our camera moves inside of our 3D scene, we are gonna have motion blur. You can bump up the quality to 5 and maybe shutter angle to something like 220. After you have done that, you come up right here and then press right click and disable motion blur and high quality for now. Okay, let's bring in our clip right here. Now that we have brought in our clip, let's go to the first frame. As we can see, it has a blurred out Instagram profile, but we don't have that. I do have this profile of my YouTube, so we can bring that right here and we can merge it over like this. We need to add blur to it, so click on it and shift space and type in blur and just increase the blur size to somewhere like this. Next thing that we see that is it has kind of a vignette over it, so we can add a vignette and decrease its size to somewhere around here. Then we can go to our merge and increase the size to somewhere around here. This looks fine for now, so we are gonna leave it at that. So the next thing that we are gonna do, as you can see here, we have this text January, and as the camera moves through it, we have this February, and then March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, December, and then this recap 2023. So we are gonna add exactly that. First thing that we are gonna do is add in our text plus node and type in January. We are gonna change our font Montserrat and increase its size. Next thing that we are gonna do is add an image plane 3D so we can have it in 3D space, and we are gonna merge it over our merge 3D like this. Let's add our merge 3D into viewer. We can see it now because our camera is right in this text. So click on our camera and just bring it back to somewhere around here. So let's go to transform. Let's just type in 5 for now. Also in his clip, the January only has the outline, so that's exactly what we are gonna do. Click on our text one, go to shading, and right here in appearance, we are just gonna click this text outline. When we click that, you can see that it has these like intersections, and we can easily get rid of that by just checking this clean intersections right here. And now we have the exact same text. Let's get this to the side right here. And when we did that, we just need to add a bit of a soft glow. So click on our text and then press shift and space and type in soft glow. We are gonna decrease our gain but increase our glow size and increase our gain just a bit more, so we have something like this. Also, his text is kinda on the angle, so we are gonna go to our image plane 3D, go to our transform, and in our rotation we are gonna put it to -20. Okay, so now we have this text right here, and we also have all the months, and then this recap 2023. So we need 12 more instances of this text. So all we can do is just copy this and paste it 12 more times. And now we have 13 instances of this text right here. So next thing that we need to do is connect all of these image planes to a merge 3D. And we're gonna do exactly that. Now that we have done that, we have to go back to our text. So the first text was January, second will be February, and so on until the end of the year. So I'm just gonna do that quickly. And the last text should be this recap 2023. So we are gonna type that. And the recap part should be yellow. So you're gonna right click right here and add in character level styling and go to our modifier, and let's just get our text into viewer, select our recap, and just make it yellow like this. Let's get our flip in the viewer, and now as we can see, as the camera moves, there is distance between these texts. So that's exactly what we are gonna do. As they have distance, they have different angles also that we can play with however we want. So let's do that. So January will stay where it is. So let's go to our image plane. So just rotation on the Z value is -20. So let's go to February. And on the translation Z, we are gonna type in -15. And in the angle, we are gonna type in -30. So let's go to our March image plane. So -15 was February. So now -15 and then adding again -15 is -30. So let's type in -30. And on the angle, we can go with -40. And just go and finish it like this for the rest of the text nodes. So just add -15 on this and -10 on this. And I'm gonna finish this really quickly and I will be back. So now that we have finished with this, let's go to our camera 3D right here and then click on it and press Shift plus space and add in a transform 3D. We are gonna keyframe on the first frame translation Z and rotation Z. And we are gonna go to the last frame and keyframe again translation Z and rotation Z. Rotation Z we can put to -90 at the end right here, and translation Z we can just adjust it somewhere around here. Also, I put the last rotation Z to -90 so it matches our camera and it stays in the center. So now that we look at it, we have something like this. What we can actually do for this last one, so for our recap 223, we can go to our December, copy this translation on the Z and go to this, type in the same translation, so -130, and easily get it from frame 100, I would say, and keyframe it, go to the last keyframe, and then just type in -90 right here. So it comes to this. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, so now we are gonna go to our transform 3D that we just keyframed everything on, and we are gonna open our spline. Select this right here, and then go this button right here, that means zoom to fit, and click it again. Then we select this right here, that means select all, or you can just press Ctrl A and then just press S on your keyboard to smooth everything out. And now that we have done that, we are done with this part of the animation. All that's left to do is to add footage all around this like he did in his video. And right here in our media pool, I have 21 clips that we can just add. So let's start by doing that. And we can go to this side right here. And I'm gonna just add these 21 clips in. And now that we have done that, every single one of these clips needs an image 3D node. So let's create image 3D node. Let's bring it right here, and we will do it one by one. So let's close our media pool like this. We are on the first frame right here. Yeah, we can also go to the image plane of the recap 2023 and go to spline and just zoom to fit, select all, and press S on our keyboard just to smooth it out a little bit so it's not really that choppy when it's happening. So we can go to our first image plane. So we can connect this image plane directly to our merge 3D right here. And now that we have done this, we have something like this. But we can go back and go to our transform, scale it a bit down, get a bit to the side like this. And just adjust it. We can go back to our camera 3D and just get it out a bit more to somewhere around 8. So somewhere around here should be okay. And then we can get our clip in right here so we can see what's happening. So there's one clip right here closer to the camera, and we can make that this clip. So on our Z value, let's get closer to the camera. Let's get a bit here, a bit down, and let's adjust our Z rotation to somewhere around here should be okay. We can adjust our size a little bit more. So we can do the exact same thing for the next one. Get our image plane in and then just connect it to our merge 3D. Now that we have our second clip, we can go to its image plane and go to our transform and put it somewhere right here. So let's get our Z a bit out. Let's scale it down, rotate it to somewhere around here, maybe rotate a bit on the y-axis and just set it up exactly as he had. So right here, and then again, new image plane, connect the next one over and connect it to our merge right there. Again, go to transform, scale it down, rotate it on the y-axis, and a bit on the X, get it front right here, and then just adjust our clip to here and a bit more to the side. We can scale it down a bit more and just get the Z behind this January because that's how he had it right there. So now let's see how does it look. But do keep in mind that at this point it will start to lag out because this is very heavy on the PC. And as we can see here on the frame 11, the top left and the bottom one are still in the frame, so we can easily adjust that by going right here in the image planes and just adjusting our Z a bit more to somewhere around here. And let's go back to the first one that we set up and adjust its Z also to somewhere around here. Now as we cross over to January, cross over to February, we can still see them. So around frame 16, we are just gonna readjust them a little bit again. So somewhere around here, and let's go to this one right here, that's the third one, and just adjust it like this. We can even fill it up just a little bit, so somewhere around here. Next, we have this one right down here, so we are gonna do exactly that. Let's go here and let's bring it back like this, and we can add a bit of X rotation and Y rotation and get it right down here. That looks about right, and then we have the rest behind. So let's move forward a couple frames. Those are really all the way behind March. So let's go to March, and as we cross it, we have a couple of these frames right here, and we just go again and add our image plane, connect it to media, merge 3D, and adjust it again. So I'm just gonna fast forward this so you can just adjust it however you see fit or however you like. But here's a montage of me doing exactly that. So there you have it. This is the finished product. Hope you guys enjoyed it and hope you guys learned something new. See you in the next one.